You are here out of love. May 30th, 2014. I am Lord Adrigon. I preside over the Pleiadian High Council and serve with the other archangels who are perhaps more familiar to many of you. Archangel Zadkiel is my brother. We are what you would call Pleiadian angelics, and can move through many dimensions and be in many places at once. My great mothership, the White Winds, is stationed within your solar system, part in front of your sister planet, lovely Venus. The White Winds is but one of many motherships stationed nearby, but one of the largest, being some 3,000 miles in diameter. Right now, myself and my brother and sister archangels are assisting the 3 waves of light workers as has been identified through the work of Dolores Cannon, a true pioneer. Many of the first wavers have already left the planet and many will be leaving in the next couple of years, depending on the focus of their mission here. It is a job well done by these, and yet, there are many of this group who have not yet awakened enough to realize that they are a light worker. These ones have little understanding that just by being here, they have graced the world with their light. We understand that to learn that you are soon to leave can bring up even more stuff than you have already experienced, yet leaving doesn't mean your body will necessarily die. The concept of walk-ins is a controversial one, even in light worker circles. Yet, our scribe has personally met 2 walk-ins in her lifetime and knows of several others. She only recently discovered that she, too, was a walk-in, entering her present body at the tender age of 3 years old. So for what purpose would a higher dimensional light being come to the planet, whether through the process of walking in, or being born? As we have mentioned elsewhere, it was for love. These beings have a great sense of duty and compassion for all life. They love the planet and all its inhabitants, bar none, even the darkest of the dark. These light beings know that even the dark ones carry the sacred seed of consciousness within. Else they would not be able to function in a physical body. It is the soul that activates the body, unless it is a clone, and that is a soulless creature indeed. When a lighted one enters the body vessel through the walk-in process, there is an agreement to take on the karma of the one who has left. This adds much to the light being to contend with, as they also have to become accustomed to the heavy density of this plane. It has been a challenge for these ones, and they have become weary and tired of maintaining existence here. And their missions for which they came have been all but accomplished in most cases. There are soul contracts between those who share a body. The process of walking out can occur suddenly, during an extended illness or due to an accident, near-death experience, during surgery where the person dies, and many other ways. Always, there is an agreement if the embodied soul is willing to leave, wants to leave instead of allowing the body to die, they step out and leave, and the new soul extension steps in. The process can also take much longer, as the 2 soul extensions braid with each other over a period of months or even years. The one leaving will spend more time away visiting other planes of existence, while the walk-in will occupy the body, get used to its new surroundings and adjust to being human. For a time after the walkout, the one who left will still retain some body consciousness of being here on planet Earth, a fact that is not well known amongst light workers. At some point, the walkout soul will transition and move on to the higher worlds, taking up its duties that were left when it walked out. This is a gradual process at first, feeling very dreamlike until the soul adjusts or readjusts to the new environment. The higher senses gradually come online as the soul integrates with the light body of its higher self that it walked out of so long ago. Of course, the conception of time differs greatly in the higher worlds. You all will discover just how different when you are all fully living in 5D. Our lives are extremely long in terms of earthbound years. Now we wish to change the focus a bit. Many of the light workers have taken on very difficult assignments in this present lifetime, as well as others, depending on the focus of the mission. To balance the karma for one person can be difficult enough. To balance it for 2 is a tremendous load. And not only is that, it is also evident that most light workers have also agreed to balance karma and clear the miscreations extending back through generations. It has been a terrific load to bear, But as you all can see, much change has been wrought upon the earth since the end of the last World War. Truly, now is the time for the second wave of light workers to take their positions as leaders and movers, working with the energies, bringing to light all the dark agendas that have been played out, exposing the misdeeds and allowing transformation to take place. Also, a very young generation of light workers, the third wave, is already making their mark on the world, as many are prodigies in their chosen field of work or expression. I wonder when the word prodigy will apply to every child who is born into this world. For those of you who do have some conscious memories of difficult previous lifetimes or who have suffered greatly in this one, we have this to say: let it go now. Surrender your burdens to the light. Forgive yourselves for what has occurred. Forgive all those who took a part in the occurrence, and allow the violet flame to transmute the remaining uncomfortable energies. Consciously dissolve any and all previous soul agreements with those persons to whom you no longer need or want to remain attached. Forgive them and send love to yourself in the form of the pink ray to fill the gaps left behind after the violet flame has done its work. Learn the qualities of the 7 rays of God so you are comfortable working with unseen but felt energies. If your third eye has opened, so much the better, as you play with and utilize the great rays that are qualities you contain within your own great being. Allow joy to fill your heart to overflowing. If you carry the memories and burden of a great calamity in your life, understand that you may have contracted to undergo just such an experience, all for the purpose of learning compassion. To work with humanity, you needed to walk in other people's shoes through your own experiences. It has allowed you to develop a greater depth of compassion and kindness than would be possible while merely by observing the third dimension from the higher planes. It might surprise you to realize that by being human, you have had an opportunity to build a more complex emotional body than most galactic races can boast. You are truly unique beings, and those of you who are assisting humanity in its evolution are truly blessed, whether you realize it or not. I, myself, have visited the planet. I came here during the days of Lemuria. The archangels and masters of light were compelled to withdraw from the planet when the first catastrophes struck at Lemuria and Atlantis. However, long before those times, the frequency level of the planet had steadily been decreasing due to the determined depredations of the sons of Belial. Now, the cycle of darkness upon this planet has ended, and it is time for the light to come forward. There is much to prepare, repair, and do before the fifth-dimensional world fully anchors and the etheric cities appear before your eyes. This ascension process is the coming to adulthood for the human race. You were created by many star races, in the mistaken belief that we could create a super race to live in its light bodies, instantly fully present on a physical planet. Though the depredations of the Dark Ones appeared to take you, as a human collective, off course by snatching paradise from you, now we see how this time has allowed you to mature and grow towards becoming the light beings that you are meant to be. And you have earned this through your own suffering and pain, through your resolve to be, to learn, to adapt and to grow. Like a magnificent tree, you are now fully anchored in the soil of your beloved planet, and reach to the stars with your arms stretched out, welcoming the presence of your star family. And you are learning to value your own sovereignty and dominion over self and your own creations. We could not do this for you, dear ones. It was your task and you have done it well and are doing it. We will come when you are ready. That moment is not quite here, and you will know when in your heart of hearts when it approaches. It cannot be too soon, as we would compromise your personal and collective sovereignty. Your problems, your karma are yours to transmute, transform, and to work together to resolve. You can do it, for you are blessed with great genes and greater wisdom, which will be made available to you as you come into an awareness of yourself as multidimensional beings. We cannot save your world, dear ones. That is your task. And those among you who are light workers, those who have left, and those who will soon leave these shores, will come back to visit and to teach, depending on their assignments, when the time is appropriate and the new world is fully manifest. We are here to assist, to act as advisors and to support your efforts, everyone. Call upon any of the archangels or angelic legions, and we will be there with you. We are ever by your side, waiting for you to acknowledge our presence. Remember that we always obey free will and cannot work with you without your conscious consent, unless given permission by your higher self. Perhaps we have opened a few eyes with these words, prompted some questions, and have left just a few skeptical of what we have shared. We will tell you this. There is much that you do not know of the higher planes of existence. We live, marry, have children, eat food, dress in costumes according to rank, live in dwellings, have complex cultures and worship in temples. We teach our children, we explore the universe. We have diplomatic and cultural relationships with other galactic star nations. We even marry into other races and cultures to create stronger bonds of love and friendship. There is much to learn, dear ones, and in time, we intend to share these things and more through our beloved scribe. Many blessings, dear ones. Know that you are greatly honored for your work here, for being here, and being willing to help others to break free of the outmoded matrix of the powers that were. The cycle has moved on. Allow yourself to slip free of all that is not you, and move with the cycle forward into the light that greets you with the coming of the new dawn. Namaste. Channeled by Elizabeth Ayres Escher. BlueDragonJournal.com